Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a very long time. It has been probably a couple months now. Today is Friday, March 8th, 2024. The last time you guys saw me, I was doing an experiment with indeterminate tomatoes. They were right behind me. The experiment was whether you should trim off the flower buds when they first start happening to let the roots grow and settle in, or just let them flower as smaller plants. If you go online, the number one debate is whether to immediately trim off the little flower buds at the early stage or let them grow. Um, this is for indeterminate tomatoes only, not determinate tomatoes. So I decided to do that experiment last growing season in 2023. What I found out was, let me give you some backstory. I am in zone 9A. I am about 1.5 hours north of Houston. I am in a small town called Montgomery, Texas. I am on Lake Conroe. So this was my first gardening season here in this location. What I was told that in August of 2023, I believe every single day of August was 3 digits. It was really hot and really humid, which I guess was not the norm. So the heat might have played into effect of my little experiment that I did for you guys. I just wanted to let you know. Not sure where you're located or not, but I did big delicious tomatoes. They are indeterminate tomatoes. I had one that was right here that got to about this tall, and then I had one same variety right next to it that got about 8 to 9 feet tall. Now, remind this is a 2 foot bed. It got really high, so I would say about 8 feet is what it got. I had to lean it over. I'll post photos and videos of what it looked like towards the end. I removed everything around October. I just decided to cut them down to get ready for the fall garden. So I will post photos of what it looked like before. Now, what I can't have come across was a smaller one that I let flower immediately, gave me about 6 tomatoes. The one that I let grow, that I trimmed off the flowers at first in the short stage to let the roots grow, it grew. Beautiful greenery grew. Kind of beautiful greenery, but it grew and it only gave me about 1 or 2 tomatoes. Now, the heat could have played into effect where if it wasn't so hot in August, maybe it would have given me tomatoes. But I started them from seed January 10th, didn't give me anything until one small one later in the late summer. I don't know about you guys, but that's not how I want to grow tomatoes. I want to start them from seed and then kind of start getting tomatoes, maybe early summer. So this one gave me some tomatoes though, and they were beautiful red tomatoes. So also, that is what happened with these from my experiment. What I am doing this garden season, as you can see, I already have some already set up behind me. I have decided for my own self that I would not be trimming any more buds, will not be trimming any more flowers. If they flower at an early stage, I'm going to let them. That's just where I'm at right now. I don't know. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to wait months and months to get tomatoes. I don't. I'm just going to let them go. Let nature take its course. Second, I have spoken to other gardeners who are older. For example, my father-in-law, he is 82 years old. He's been gardening and farming his entire life. And whenever I asked him about um, whether I should trim the buds off to let the root system grow and let the tree get big, he just stared at me. He had no idea what I was talking about. He did not understand why I would say that. Why would I remove perfectly good buds? Is basically what he was saying. And I just said, okay, thanks. I didn't say anything. I've spoken to my father who's gardened basically his entire life, and same thing. He didn't know what I was talking about. Now let me go back to my father-in-law. Every year he gardens in an abundance of tomatoes, just abundance of tomatoes. My mother-in-law cans, they preserve, they freeze, they just for years. So whenever I hear someone like that tell me this, it makes me not want to trim the buds anymore. It makes me want to just let them grow. Same with my father. He grows tons of tomatoes. I have an uncle who's the same, just doesn't trim anything, just lets nature go. So, and these are people who have gardened and farmed for years, and I think for me and my, for now on gardening, I'm going to just let nature take its course. I'm going to just let it, I'm not going to trim any more buds. This goes for indeterminate tomatoes. Determinate tomatoes, you should not trim the buds. Just no, just don't at all, period, because they give you one set of fruit, and then that's basically it. Um, but for the indeterminate tomatoes, for me and my future gardening, I'm just gonna let them grow and let them go and just go from there. So I just wanted to come back to let you guys know how everything went behind me. Sorry it took a couple months. I know that doing these type of experiments, it takes a while for them to grow and for them to kind of see how it is, but I promise I did not forget about you. I just wanted to make this video just to let everyone know who's been watching and kind of following along that maybe the heat took into effect of it. Maybe the heat, it was just super hot that it kind of stunted its growth, didn't give me any more. It could have been maybe my soil wasn't good enough. It could have been not enough sunlight. It could have been a multiple of effects. But for me in my location in my area, I'm just gonna just let the buds go. So I'm gonna just let it grow and see how it works. But I'll try to be doing. I have another experiment going about with garlic and whether you should mulch. So keep an eye out or for that video. I have a couple more things going on. I have if you like the video, feel free to follow, subscribe. I now have TikTok. I have an Instagram, and then of course I have the YouTube. So let me know what you think, and if you've kind of seen something of the sort, or if you've heard other gardeners or other people from the older generation of how they garden, how they farm, just let me know, and hopefully you got something out of this. So thanks, and have a good one.